Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. Today, I wanted to focus a little bit on some of the resources that I have found that have been really helpful in just wrapping my head around what long COVID is and how to even get started with some kind of treatment plan. So, the good old medical disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. None of this should be construed as medical advice. This is just a list of resources that you may find helpful, but please do check with your own doctor before attempting any of these supplements or therapies. For my first resource, I think the best place to start is this specific video from Dr. Sally Riggs. She has a great channel that has a lot of information on what long COVID is, specifically relating to polyvagal theory and the safe and sound protocol, which was the one thing that really launched her recovery. In her video, which I'll link down below, she goes over a research paper that described 5 different areas of the body that they have found evidence that long COVID affects, and a second paper that talks a little bit more about the polyvagus nerve and how long COVID can cause damage to that. The Safe and Sound protocol is one of the therapies that I am using currently, and I can link information to that down below. So in that video, she highlights a couple of different research papers. One is kind of a compilation of a few things that they found, and it's really talking about these 5 systems that they have found long COVID to affect. The first is immune dysregulation with or without reactivation of underlying pathogens. So it can basically reactivate latent viruses that may be in your body. There's also evidence that it impacts your gut microbiome. So some people have found relief with probiotics, that type of thing. It can cause issues with autoimmunity and immune priming, blood clotting and endothelial abnormalities, and dysfunctional signaling in the brainstem and or vagus nerve. So as you can see, this is a very complex illness and it does affect multiple systems throughout the body. So that explains why it's not the easiest thing to address. And most people who recover have used multiple therapies and things to address those areas of concern. Ow, stop biting my foot. Here. Apollo, say hi. Okay, go. My second resource is Dr. Paul Anderson. He has a great playlist of long COVID videos that describe a little bit about what's happening, but also different types of therapies that might be effective for long COVID recovery. This is a 21-part series, but they're 10 to 15 minutes in length. So it's broken up into easy to digest chunks. I've found some really great information on a lot of different types of therapies, but in particular, I started using methylene blue and red light therapy. He also had some really great information on supplements and other things that you might want to try. And the third resource I'd like to highlight is Raelan Agle's Recovery Stories. She has a lot of different playlists, but there's one specific to long COVID. She also has great MECFS and other recovery stories on her channel. But I have really found that one of the biggest things we need to keep in mind as we try to recover from this is a positive mindset. Looking at this from a perspective of knowing you can and will get better. I have found these recovery stories to be something that I generally like to start my day with. It just puts things in a much more positive perspective for me. And it's been really interesting to watch what people used to recover from this. And while no 2 recovery stories are exactly the same, unfortunately, there's not one thing that they all did that we can try. I will say that they all seem to have done something to address the vagus nerve issue. So there's a lot of different types of programs that they've used to do that, but I highly encourage you to start watching some of those. You might find something that resonates with you. Again, I'm using that Safe and Sound protocol to address the vagus nerve issue, but there are many, many programs out there that could be beneficial, and not everybody will respond to everyone the same. You may need to try a few things to find something that works for you. For my next videos, I'm going to start looking into some of the supplements and different types of therapies that I'm trying right now, and I'll link all of the studies and any resources I can find. I encourage you to check back and check out new resources as I come across them. If you have found any resources that have been beneficial to you, please do share those in the comments below. I wish you all a great day. Good luck to any of you that are dealing with this. I hope this information helps a little bit. If you've gotten some kind of benefit from this, please do like and subscribe to the channel, and you can keep updated and see what's going on. Bye for now.